Hey everybody, this is the Shadow Ranger back with another video. I realized I was about to make another video about another piece of IWC hypocrisy, and I ended up thinking about something else, and I just wanted to throw this out. It's just something I noticed. The piece of IWC hypocrisy that I was going to talk about was how everybody complains about TNA hiring ex-WWE guys, but if any of those people were to start a wrestling promotion and wanted to sell tickets and draw, I'm almost certain that the majority of you, if you started a company, you'd probably put together a roster, and I bet a significant number of the people on that roster would be ex-WWE talent or talent from the 90s. Just a thought. But as I was thinking about it, got me thinking about something else. As many people talk about, TNA hiring a lot of ex-WWE guys, there's also a whole lot that they have never brought in. And, with the number of free agents available, just with guys we know from WWE and TNA and maybe some dudes we knew from the 90s, that's enough people to start like a whole brand new roster of wrestling. You could get like pretty much nearly a complete roster of like 40-50 people. Then you grab a couple of newer guys from the indies and you got a whole roster. I mean, I've heard idiots online talking about, oh god, I wish TNA would just die, and anybody with half a brain knows that's one of the worst things that could happen to the wrestling business. But having TNA succeed, that's just not enough. We need a third national company. I think an issue is that people talk about this guy's so great, why hasn't WWE signed this guy, or why hasn't TNA signed this guy? There's just no room. We got way too many wrestlers and not enough big promotions for them to wrestle in, man. We need a third big promotion to come up. And I've said before, I'm not an ROH fan. I never gotten into it. If I'm gonna hitch my wagon to a third promotion, that I want to try to support and hope it comes up, it'd be NWA, because I started watching the NWA from Hollywood shows recently, and I really like those. So I mean, as far as a third organization to support, that's the one I'm gonna be supporting. I'm living in Korea. There's not a whole lot I can do, but I can continue to make the NWA from Hollywood review videos and hopefully get a few more people checking them out, and so maybe other people in the US will buy tickets. But I'm on Gerwig.net right now, and I'm just looking at this list of talent. I just want to run down this list of all of these talents that we know from WWE and TNA that are available, not signed to a company or under contract to anybody right now. Alright, we got A1 Alistair Rouse that used to be in Team Canada, Aaron Aguilera, who was Jesus, Chase Stevens and Andy Douglas, the Naturals, Romeo and Antonio, the Heartthrobs, aka the Heartbreakers, Armando Alejandro Estrada, Bam Neely, remember him, the Basham Brothers, Batista, BG and Kip James, Big Daddy V, aka Viscera, aka King Mabel, Booker T, Too Cool, Haas and Benjamin, Chris Harris, Chuck Palumbo, Cody Deaner, Colin Delaney, DJ Gabriel's not doing anything right now that I've seen. Elix Skipper, he was only in WWE for a little bit of, I think maybe earlier this year or last year. Eric Escobar. Let's see who else. Gangrel, Gregory Helms, the Gemini, Hardcore Holly. Who else I see? Let's see. Honky Tonk Man. I don't know if I'll be putting Honky Tonk Man in the company right now, but Mr. 630 Jarrell Clark, remember him? Trevor Murdoch, aka Jethro Holiday, Jimmy Wang Yang, Johnny Devine. Who else? Heidenreich, Rikishi, Ken Doan, Kevin Thorne, Funaki, Manu, Mike Knox, Nathan Jones, Eugene, aka Nick Dinsmore, Paul Burchill, Paul London, Petey Williams, Rene Dupree, Ricky Ortiz, Rob Conway, the Highlanders, Robbie. I'm Robbie. He ain't doing nothing. Last time I saw him, he was sitting in the freaking audience at Impact and got fired for it. Rodney Mack. I think I already mentioned Benjamin. Deuce and Domino weren't doing anything. They wasn't like super great, but they were a good team. I'm not saying you start putting them in as the head of a company as like your main tag team, but Deuce and Domino, they never gave you a bad match. They were always good dudes and good in the ring. See, Jesse and Festus both released. Snitsky, Sanjay Dutt. I ain't seen Sanjay Dutt in almost 2 years. Anybody know what Sanjay's up to now? Let me know. Boogeyman. I mean, how many people have I just named off right there? Raven just got released from TNA. Sean Waltman's available. Shoot, Tuco Scorpio was still look pretty good at Hardcore Justice. Who else? Luther Reigns, Relic, aka Johnny Stamboli. I don't know what Sid Vicious is up to, but I heard he's still in pretty good shape. And I'm sure there's plenty. I'm sure anybody listening to this video can name a bunch of dudes that I'm leaving. Oh, Kazarni. There's another one on this list. I'm reading the list down, and just some of these dudes I don't know. Kazarni's available out there doing I don't know what, making videos with the cat now. Idol Stevens. Whatever happened to the rest of the dudes from the Spirit Squad? Dolph Ziggler was Nikki, but was Kenny, Johnny, Midge, Nikki, and Mikey. One of them was Dolph Ziggler. Who was he, Nikki or Mikey? One of them. But where's the rest of the Spirit Squad? Them dudes, I doubt any of those dudes are even in their 30s yet. What are they doing? Those some dudes that could be doing something in the company. Some reason the name Ryan Braddock sticks out. I know his name from somewhere. I don't know where though. Sylvester Terkay. He did the thing in WWE for a little while. He was with Pope back when Pope was still Elijah Burke. Hoovy. What is Hoovy doing now? Anybody know what Hoovy's doing now? Is he in Mexico or something? If he is, then sorry. I can't think of anybody else. I'm out of people on this list. I'm just saying, man, there's a lot of just free agents that we know of that aren't under contract. Anybody that you could put together and run a couple some good shows, put on some deep nice card with Matt Bentley, aka Michael Shane. He used to be TV with Kazarian. There's another guy. See, Monty Brown, Maven. I don't know what he does now. I think the last time I saw him was on like some Home Shopping Network thing. Muhammad Hassan, he had a good character until he accidentally taped a terrorist angle the same week of a terrorist attack, and that kind of screwed him up. Rosie, remember you with the Hurricane, 3 Minute Warning, superhero in training. What is he doing? Sakota. Back when Jimmy Yang was Akio and they used to be with Tajiri, you remember him? He's not. I haven't seen him in a couple of years. Anybody know what Sean Stasiak is doing? But you know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm running out of time. I'm just saying, but dang, that's a lot of wrestlers that we've known from TV just over the past couple of years. They're just free agents, not doing anything. You know, it's, man, you know, I just wish there was somebody with like some money that wanted to get in the wrestling game and with, you know, there was like, man, you know, I wish I could put my, just somebody with some money decided, you know, to throw their hat in the wrestling business and put their money behind an organization. Just you could build up something bigger, man. You know, I mean, I'd love to get my hands on like something with like the NWA and bring them to the national TV and do stuff with them. Just, you could put, I mean, I just read off enough dudes to make a whole roster, and there was just male wrestlers. I haven't even got into like female wrestlers. I mean, you could take the names right there, just some names people know a little bit, and put together a couple of good singles wrestlers, a couple of tag teams there. Get you some dudes from the indies, some indie dudes to toss in. Get your 10, 15 women, put together a women's division. You can make a whole nother company just off of dudes that we know of. You might actually be able to draw sell a few tickets with some of these guys. I mean, some of these guys are still well known enough that you could sell a good number of tickets for a while and, you know, just start building some stuff up. I mean, you know. Again, there's not really a whole big point. I was just shocked when I just started thinking of the number of people who I can name just over the past few years that I know from WWE and TNA that are not under contract, that I don't think are under contract to anybody. And then I just went online and try to find a good list and start reading them off. I think I probably just named off a good 20 or 30 people on that list right there. I'm not finna go back and count, but that was a lot. And that just kind of stuck out to me as like, wow. I don't know, but this is just something I wanted to throw out there. So I'm going to end this video here. Thank you for listening and goodbye.